Hey, you guys are back. Hey, Shadows, how's it going? Shadow Sick here. Welcome back to Destiny 2. I didn't get a chance to react to the live stream till now. I haven't seen anything on it other than the weapons and that Vogue is getting red borders, which I'm super excited about. So we're going to check this out, skim through a couple Asda Cross videos, because I think he reads a TWAB or TWID or whatever. And then we'll get into some Destiny 2 shit, because I've only got today and tomorrow. And then that's it. New episode or whatever. Or act.
And I just had a chance to sit down with Destiny 2 developers to chat about the brand new episode, Heresy, launching on February 4th. Here's a quick look. Nico joined us first to take us through Heresy's story, which includes the return of some powerful friends and foes.
Oryx is back to some capacity, right?
Yeah.
And the Echo has a lot to do with that. So not only are the Guardians jumping through trying to figure out what exactly is going on in this first act, but they're dealing with this old foe that has been dredged up from the bones of the Dreadnought. We have Deputy Commander Sloan. She's going to be teaching us how to fight fire with fire.
Ryan joined us once again to show off the Nether, an activity where you'll fight deep into the Dreadnought, which features new kinds of challenges and looks different than you might remember.
So the Nether is a 3-player activity, and we are back on the Dreadnought's patrol zones, and we'll be exploring the Dreadnought, rooting out the Taken Hive and Dread Corruption that are taking place. The patrol zones are randomized and varied. The encounters inside are varied and randomized as well. So time over time, when you launch into the activity, it's going to be a different starting bubble, different encounters, and different events and objectives for you to engage with.
Eric joined us to show off some of the powerful weapons, gear, artifact perks, and new subclass aspects dropping next week.
So this is Adamantite. This is our new Strand support.
Strand support frame? The fuck is that? Okay, we got Slice. I don't know that one. Subsistence. Frenzy? And is that the perk from the raid as well? Strand auto rifle. Fuck, it looks clean. That's the adept version though, but that looks nice.
Auto. But when I hip fire at an ally, it'll send out kind of healing rounds. And
Yeah.
Let's look at Barrow Diad.
This thing's insane. What the fuck? This weapon generates blight as it deals damage while not firing. Blight depletes. Okay. And the magazine is gradually refilled. Reload the weapon to convert stored blight into blight seekers. Ooh.
Barrow Diad, I was hoping you'd say that.
So this thing is a Strand submachine gun. As I deal damage with it, it generates this resource called Blight. And next time I reload, it's going to convert that Blight into these Strand Seekers, and they're going to bounce between enemies.
Can you tell us about the
Yeah.
new aspects the Guardians are going to have this time around?
So Bolt Charge is our new arc keyword. And what
Let me have a look here. Accumulate stacks of arc bolt charge while you have bolt charge. Sustained weapon damage generates a stack of bolt charge. At maximum stacks, any ability damage generates a powerful arc bolt lightning at the target's location. Receiving a stack of bolt charge grants you melee energy. Blind. Combatants are disoriented and cannot fire the weapons. Opposing Guardian's HUD is removed and their vision is obscured. When blinded, unstoppable champions are stunned. An antique radio transmitter from the Golden Age. Listen close and you can hear chirping of its last transmission, yearning to be free. Defeat targets with kinetic or arc weapons or arc abilities to charge up an arc turret that periodically chains lightning between nearby allies, granting a stack of bolt charge with each hit. It's on the Warlock. Ooh. Deploy an ionic sentry. Pressing Q by blinding. Okay, shit. Cool.
keyword. And what this does is when you have a stack of Bolt Charge, any damage you do, it's going to give you additional stacks.
We got a new artifact as well this episode. We've got the Tablet of Ruin, which seems aptly named.
So the theme of this episode's artifact is kind of subjugation and bending enemies to your will.
Dylan and I joined forces to make a couple of announcements, including a very exciting upcoming collaboration and more details on the upcoming dungeon race launching February 7th.
So Sundered Doctrine, that's going to be launching on February 7th at Reset. This time we're going back to that format of a singular fire team will be crowned. They will be that first to cross the finish line.
There's some stuff for the Guardians to go ahead and earn as well. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the new Star Wars-inspired armor sets. that are going to be joining Destiny. This one is inspired by none other than the elite Death Troopers. Up next, Warlocks. We've got the Royal Protector set for you guys, and this time it's inspired by the Imperial Royal Guards. We've got the Shock Enforcer set for Titans. This one's
Which is hilarious because I could be a fucking. We need to remake. We need to have a hunter in his cloak going Stormtrooper, my lord, Stormtrooper, my lord, Stormtrooper, my lord.
inspired by the classic Stormtroopers. This is the DS2 Ghost Shell, as you can tell, operational, but it's inspired by none other than the Return of the Jedi Death Star. There's also a Sparrow, a ship, emotes, and a finisher, all for you to check out when Heresy launches. Thanks for tuning in, Guardians. Check out the full Heresy Act 1 developer livestream for all the details.
Yeah, but where is it though? Is that just a recap? Like, where is the full? Where's the full live stream?
Another week, boys, and another twab. This week in Destiny, we're prepping for Heresy. We're just a few days away from the launch of the new episode and all the major updates coming with it. We covered many of these in our developer live stream earlier this week, and we're recapping everything here as well. There's a lot to look forward to, so let's dive in. Heresy Act 1 developer live stream recap. Heresy's artifact is here. Check the new episodic weapon mods. Sundered Doctrine Dungeon Race update. Voiceover information for Heresy. Updating Fireteam Finder for mobile. Oh my.
So there's a Sundra Doctrine dungeon coming. Okay.
Don't miss on the Revenant Bungie rewards. Do you follow Destiny 2 on Blue Sky? Game to Give is going strong. More hashtag D2 fashion. Feedback. Destiny 2 Scorpion winners and Monolithic Memento update. All right. Now, the Heresy Act 1 developer livestream recap. On Tuesday, we dove into some major Heresy updates during our developer livestream, covering the new activity, weapons, armor, and more. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, you can see the live stream in its full glory below, or keep reading to find a summary of the most relevant topics we talked about. Yeah, we actually did a TLDR breakdown of it. And if you want to know kind of the rundown for what's going with Heresy, guys, in terms of like gameplay loop, it's essentially what we're going to be getting in Frontiers, or a variation of it, right? They're easing us into, especially like with the boon system, the minor, major, and the corrupted boons, the mods that go away at the end of the season, things like that. All right, Destiny 2 X Star Wars. It's an exciting on-stream reveal. We announced our collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, which will introduce Star Wars-inspired items to Destiny 2. Among them, players can look forward to armor ornaments inspired by troopers and royal guards of the Galactic Empire. These new sets and accessories will bring themed elements of the Star Wars universe to life within Seoul when Destiny 2 Heresy launches on February the 4th. I would argue say this is what everyone is most hyped about. I'm not really that crazy about Star Wars these days, but for my Star Wars fans, there you go. All right, new activity, the Nether. The new 3-player activity in the Nether takes us aboard the Dreadnought. We'll be looking to root out the Taken Hive there. Taking inspiration from the Shattered Rim and the Coil, the Nether looks to vary the experience of each playthrough with random patrol zone encounters and objectives. The Nether will also offer 3 different nodes, each with a unique focus, offering even further ways to vary your play. So, as far as I'm understanding it correctly, it's still going to be the same static zone, as in if this one area that spawns this boss, when you load in, it'll still be that same area that spawns that boss. You'll just be randomly thrown in. I do wonder if we ever reach a point in Destiny where we could have completely randomized areas. That would be so amazing. And maybe there is going to be some variation of this in Heresy. Now, the Nether will also offer some unique modifiers and ways to power up as you battle through. Throughout your runs, you'll come across boons which offer stackable buffs to help you power up. You might remember this from the Coil back in Season of the Witch. The boons you choose will dramatically increase your Guardian's capabilities, made with more ability regeneration or damage, or just with stronger damage output from certain weapons. Choose the ones that fit your playstyle the best and go all in against the Hive and the Dread. Just be mindful of what path you choose, as some boons may have some negative side effects. And on top of that, inside the Nether, everything should be considered a currency, a resource. Guardians have more health and shields, but do not regenerate health. That's probably going to be the biggest thing there. And ammo drops are also very limited, but you can earn a ton of it in different ways. Similar things with your revives. You have a limited number of tokens, but you can earn more too. In other words, be careful when you venture into enemy territory. So you're going to have substantially more health, but you don't regenerate your health. This is obviously going to make us lean into certain...
Bruh.
Capacitor course check is okay.
I'm sick of saying this shit. Fuck off.
Whether it's the support frame on the auto rifles or healing turrets or whatever else, right? Devour is another one. But yeah, it's interesting. And they even have one boon, which was like what they named glass cannon. So big negatives alongside big positives. If oscillation is any indicator of what these type of boons are going to be, I'm down for it, man.
God,
Like
fuck
oscillation
off,
obviously
Kiri.
has some downsides to it, right? But that 200-300% buff there in damage is well worth it. New legendary weapons, heretical weapons for Heresy. We not only have a suite of great new episodic weapons to chase, but we also have adept versions to add to your arsenal. They have quite a different color scheme, can fit adept mods, include a second origin trait, and also drop with additional perks in the third and fourth columns. If you're seeing that, yes, guys, these are essentially, you're going to have shiny variants here of these weapons. Now, we don't want to spoil the fun of discovering weapons and perk combinations, but during our live stream, you can see our first ever support strand auto rifle. Adamantite not only heals friends, but spawns unraveling projectiles that will trace and hurt your enemies. We also showed another first, an aerial denial arc grenade launcher. Psycho Pomp can roll with a new arc perk, Rolling Storm, that grants bolt charge after final blows. We can't wait for you all to discover the rest of our heretical arsenal. That Geo actually looked really, really good.
They all look really
and
cool.
correct me if I'm wrong, these shiny variants of these weapons will look physically different from its base versions, correct? Because that was like kind of the drawback. It's like, did I get a shiny roll and during Revenants? And the only way you would know is if it was Masterwords and if it had the 2 traits in either column. But there was physically nothing different about it. And obviously that matters because I wasn't that excited about. I don't know. It's like a dopamine. You get like a different dopamine hit whenever a shiny drops for you. All right, now Season of Arrivals Reprise set. The Season of Arrivals weapon
Ooh.
set is returning in Heresy Reprise with an updated perk pool, and it can also be enhanced. We know many of you are fans of Cold Denial, the high impact pulse rifle, but don't sleep on any of them, as there are a few interesting perk combos.
Bro, I was a big fan of the slab, I think it was called, the bow. It was one of the first legendary bows I drew to and used a lot, and I still think I have it in my vault.
All 5 are available from day 1 of Heresy. I would say,
Just want to say, I doubt that Cross would ever see this, but if he ever does, it's somehow in the foreseeable whenever. I really appreciate you, Cross, for reading these things for me so I don't have to, because my reading sucks. And you're an awesome creator, and just, yeah, thanks for reading the shit for me. I'm pissed that they didn't give us a Hive Relic sword. Instead, they gave us a reskin grass sword. Yeah, they could have given us a Hive sword easily, honestly. The weapons look dope, but I'll agree with you on that one, Razor. How you doing, pal?
auto rifles really good, pulse rifles good. If you were not a fan of Cold Denial in the past, keep in mind Bungie decoupled zoom from range a long time ago. At one point, Cold Denial, despite it feeling phenomenal, could only reach up to 31, 32 meters. And that was because its zoom was intrinsically much lower than everything else. Now that that's been decoupled, it's really opened up and expanded the range of the weapon, therefore allowing you to reach up into that 37 meter territory, maybe even 38. But I actually need to just give it a go once we get the new rolls of it. Reprise Vault of Glass weapons. After reprising Garden of Salvation weapons during Revenant.
Yes! I'm so excited for this. This is probably the part that I'm excited for the most over anything is fucking Vogue reprised craftable weapons. Yes!
Only one
Vogue is my favorite raid.
last Destiny 2 raid remained with no craft
It was also my first raid.
weapons. So we are fixing that. When Heresy launches, Vault of Glass will see its weapon pool reprised with new perks and will be craftable once you unlock their patterns. Look, man, I'm down with this. I would say it makes sense considering Vex Mythic class is probably going to be meta this season with things like Particle Reconstruction as a mod choice. And so you're going to have new players wanting to get Vex Mythic class or players that don't have Vex Mythic class for the first time. You're going to have veteran players that already have Vex Mythic class, but now we want craftable roles. So I think this is actually a good move to get people back into Vault of Glass. And, you know, there was some debate whether or not it's like, why even give us Fatebringer when you just gave us Midnight Coup? I don't know, man. I'm going to farm for it all. You know, we'll see. I mean, there's some bangers in here for sure. And it comes down to just perk combinations too. My question is after this point, what?
Bro, I used Fatebringer a lot for a while. It was my go-to gun. I don't know why I stopped using it, but I used Fatebringer a lot for a while.
What did they do? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, we've had each raid get the refresh of weapons with craftable rolls. Now what? At this point, you're going to have to reach back into the vault and pull out some old raids. The cope in me is going to say Wrath of the Machine. I actually think Bungie talked about Wrath here recently, or someone talked about Wrath here recently, saying that it's never going to happen. Now, remember, you can earn drops with each one of your characters once a week, or go all in and earn an infinite number of drops when Vaulted Glass is the featured raid in the weekly rotator. Don't forget, you can also complete the raid on master difficulty if you are looking for an extra challenge and their adept counterparts. The more patterns you've unlocked, the higher the chance your third and fourth columns will have a third weapon trait. I will say, when this becomes the weekly raid, we'll be putting out a guide. I need all the cheese, fellas. I'm talking every bit of cheese. We need that 10-second farm. I think Templar is going to be an easy rinse, but some of the other ones, though, could be lengthy. DMG said that they're saying they're focusing on new stuff instead of old content when asked about Wrath. All that tells me, DMG, is that Siva is somehow going to play a role in the future of Destiny. All right, Trials of Osiris armor. Then we have our new trial.
Okay, sorry to cut you off, as the cross, but okay, for my opinion, Warlock armor, very cool. Titan armor, very cool. What the fuck? I'm not a hunter main, but what the fuck is that helmet, bro? This looks like someone grabbed a head and just went and squished it. Like, it just looks so goofy, bro. What the fuck?
Trials of Osiris set, clearly inspired by the ancient themes of power, godlike combat, and amazing animals. We have remade Trials of Osiris as a PvP game mode in Heresy, focusing more on how many wins and rewards you earn, and less on being flawless. Essentially, guys, you just gotta play it. Whether you get 1 win or 7 wins, you're gonna walk away with something, potentially even the adept drop. And I think this is great for the overall health of the playlist. It needed to happen. Now, new exotic weapons. Barrow Diane, cool looking disc. Yep, this might be one of the more exotic looking exotics we've ever made. And after seeing your reaction on stream, it seems you all agree. We're not spoiling how you will earn it, but we could say it will be totally worth it. This Strand submachine gun will generate blinded seekers when shooting it and regenerate ammo very fast when not. It's a win-win combination. I gotta say, man, it is maybe top 3 most unique looking exotics in the game. Simply because it just doesn't look like a gun at all. No. So hold on. That's another thing. Where are we going to get it to drop? If they were going to go the same route as they've done in the past 2 episodes, then it will be an Act 3 drop of the exotic mission. However, if this is a teaser to what they may potentially do in Frontiers, then it's going to be some sort of hidden mission. How soon we can unlock it, I don't know. But, you know, they did mention they wanted to get back to doing that in Frontiers. Makes the most sense to be tied to Sloan. Yeah, probably so. It's probably going to be tied to the Taken Power and whatever we're going to do with that. All right, Lodestar. We've had at primary ammo weapons shooting special ammo before. How about we do it the other way around? Heresy Season Pass exotic weapons.
See, this is interesting. A primary ammo trace rifle. What in the actual shit?
Weapon is also our first ever primary ammo trace rifle. It shoots a beam of arc energy from the hip or a burst if you aim down your sights. And all arc damage sources will change its unique arc alignment meter. When filled, do a special reload to overcharge it and jolt enemies when you hit them again. I gotta say, man, they may not be good. I don't know if they're gonna be good weapons, but sexy. They are sexy. However, trace rifles are pretty shit. I'm talking about like special trace rifles. I would assume the primary one is not going to be doing a whole lot of damage. For more heretical fun, you can also check out our latest blog entry over at the official PlayStation blog, where we talk with Destiny 2 developers about Heresy, including more details on the new Nether activity, the return of the Dreadnought, and more. Read all about it. All right, the power of the Tablet of Ruin. With Heresy calling Guardians to return to the Dreadnought, we're going to need all the firepower we can get. So our artifact for this episode is especially strong. The Hive and the Dread aren't going to go quietly, so heavy and special weapons are picking up anti-champion capabilities for the episode, with future acts authorizing further options. The elemental focus for this episode will be Arc, Strand, and Prismatic, with a healthy sprinkling of Void. With the introduction of Bolt Charge, it was high time to bolster our Arc offerings on the artifact with new mods like Hold the Line and Nobel will offer the tools to require more debuff introduction with the to rights rather than up and down. Unstoppable Fusion, unshielded combatants. Okay, to the right of it, overclock and load while you're amplified or have bolt charge. Arc weapons gain increased handling and reload speed. Okay. Hold the line while surrounded. Machine guns and glaives gain increased reload speed and stability. Final blows heal you. That's the biggest one right there. Holy shit. Dreadful Finisher. Defeating powerful combatants with your finisher spawn special ammo for you and your allies. Defeating subjugators, tormentors, or champions spawn more ammo. Shit. Again, leaning more into all the artifact mods. And then Particle Reconstruction, dealing sustained damage with fusion rifles or linear fusion rifles, partially refills the magazine from reserves and grants them bonus damage for a short duration against that target. On the topic of Particle Reconstruction, I don't know, guys. I feel like, again, Particle Deconstruction was a debuff, a 40% debuff. This is probably not going to be 40%, but I think it's going to be a buff. We'll see. But what that means is if you have like things like a withering gaze, fusion, or linear, you'll be able to get the debuff on top of the buff from this. I think it's going to be 15% max. We'll see, man. We'll see. All right, overload machine guns. Also, deep alchemy. Weapons with the subjugation origin trait gain stability and reload speed for a short duration when hitting any target. These weapons are also overcharged when that modifier is active. All right, dielectric. Defeating arc debuff targets grants bolt charge. Boost. Rapidly defeating arc debuff target spawns an orb of power and heals a small portion of health. Good God. Dude, there's so many weapons that's going to be able to synergize with. All right, Malign Harvest. Rapidly applying volatile causes your next instance of void weapon damage to create a weakening burst. Every destabilizing roll out there right now is about to pop off. And I would definitely, I'm farming it right now, the new, most recent seasonal sidearm that you can get stabilizing on. Elemental Supercharger. Defeating exhausted or severed targets with weapons that match your super element grants super energy. Exhausted targets deal reduced outgoing damage. Exhaust is applied by disrupting combatants or by weapons with the Psycho Hack or Subjugation origin trait. Holy hell, that is an old origin trait. Chat, what is that? Is that Witch Queen origin trait right there? Y'all see that? That's throne roll weapons. Interesting. Cross-check the overload text. All right, so back over here on overload machine gun shots from the machine guns you are wielding, disrupt combatants, stunning them, delaying ability energy regeneration, and exhausting them. Strong against overload champions. Additionally, machine guns are always overcharged when the modifier is active. Exhausted targets deal reduced outgoing damage. Okay, so they're funneling an exhaust into this. Okay, piercing sidearms as well. Volatile marksman, rapid void weapon precision hits, and rapid void weapon final blows grant volatile rounds. Boost volatile detonations grant class ability energy. That's great for Growth Falcons. King's Vestige. Defeating powerful Taken loads your weapon with Taken energy. The next time you fire, you launch 3 Taken Seeker rounds that disrupt and exhaust targets. Exhausted targets deal reduced outgoing damage. Okay, that's kind of wild. Flashover. When you gain maximum bolt charge, you also become amplified. Lightning bolt deals more damage. It's so good, dude. That's going to be so good. It's such an easy one to proc. Heavy ordnance regeneration. Dealing sustained damage to targets with heavy machine guns or rocket launchers grant damage resistance and increases grenade and melee regeneration for a short duration. Okay. There's part of me almost wants to double stack this with like air parent or something like that. Anti-barrier sniper rifles also making a return here, guys. Legend Incarnate. Weapons with the time loss magazine origin trait, so from Vaulted Glass, gain bonus damage. These weapons are also overcharged when that modifier is active. Interesting. Disruptor Spike improves the effect of exhaust and sever, lowering a target's damage output even further. Good God. They're really leaning heavily into this. There's something that tells me maybe during the day 1 dungeon, we're just going to get shredded. Like, we're going to get so shredded. Things are going to be doing so much damage that we have to lean into this exhaust, like, heavily with these mods. Exhausted targets deal reduced outgoing damage. Exhaust is applied by disrupting combatants or by weapons with the Psycho. Okay, so same thing they said earlier. Horde Shuttle, there it is. Damaging unraveled targets with a weapon occasionally spawned to threatening. There you go. Breakout final warning. Defibrillating blast. Stunning a champion grants maximum stacks of bolt charge. Triggers an arc bolt that heals you and jolts combatants that it damages. All right. That's pretty nice. Unstoppable glaives. Glaives you will fire and powerful explosive. Yeah. Stuns. Okay. The perk will be enabled when you equip a weapon of the appropriate archetype. Okay. Unraveling orbs. Picking up an orb of power or a tangle grants strand weapons unraveling rounds. That's nice. Very nice. Photonic Flare. Defeating an exhausted or severed target with arc damage releases a blinding burst. Exhausted targets deal reduced outgoing damage. Exhaust is applied. Yep, same thing we read earlier. No Bell. Rapid glaive melee final blows. Grants special ammo. Glaives additional ammo. Oh, special ammo glaives additional ammo. Blocking damage with glaives increases their melee damage to targets. Oh, that is huge, man. That is huge. And then Void Flux. Defeating weakened targets with void weapons applies volatile to nearby targets. Powerful targets increases the radius of the explosion. I mean, look, as far as like special ammo glaives, you know, we also have our exotic glaives we're going to be looking at again. But you got things like Kel'Garath. You know, I mean, even though this right here, blocking damage with glaives, look, I'm still going to break out Winterbite. I'm still going to run around with Winterbite. With Unstoppable Glaive, I'm applying slow. I can stun overload champions. I can also get the damage buff here after I block with Winterbite. There's some other glaive mods up here as well. And then, yeah, you do got Vexcalibur. I know. Vexcalibur, it's all right. All right, new weapon mods coming to Heresy. In Heresy, we're adding a new type of weapon mod to help you expand the capabilities of your episodic weapons. Like the Artifact Fragile weapon mods will offer some unique perks, opening new build options and adding some firepower to your episodic weapons for the duration of Heresy. Again, these go away at the end. Once you've earned a new Fragile weapon mod, you can navigate to your eligible episodic weapons and apply it as you would any other weapon mod. Swapping the mod in or out has no cost or limitations. Act 1 will offer 2 fragile weapon mods with more available in upcoming acts. To give you an idea of what these mods have to offer, here's a look at one of those mods that you can earn. So Power of Resolve. Rapid hits with this weapon creates a Taken Seeker projectile. Strong against unstoppable champions. So you could do Power of Resolve, combine this with King's Vestige, where defeating Powerful Taken loads your weapon with Taken energy. The next time you fire, you launch those 3 Taken Seeker rounds. This is by far way easier to proc. I mean, it depends on how many rapid hits, but just rapid hits with the weapon creates a Taken Seeker projectile. Yeah, and also strong against unstoppable champions. So as long as your weapon, well, that just literally gives every weapon the opportunity to deal with the unstoppable champions. And then we're going to just see what qualifies as rapid hits. Like, what about a weapon like a fusion rifle that shoots bolts? Could you proc something like Power Resolve in a single burst? Oh, that's a great point. What about an aerial denial grenade launcher? Now we're trying something a bit new with these fragile mods, giving some potent and thematic effects to our new seasonal weapons for the duration of the episode. We use some common themes through these mods, the artifact and barrel dyad exotic weapon, to reinforce that the Guardians are claiming the powers dormant in the Dreadnought for their own use. These should be useful across a broad spectrum of activities, and we are very excited to hear your thoughts on them as they are unlocked. All right, so again, correction on this. Fragile mods can only be used on the seasonal weapons, right? The episodic weapons. Yep. Okay. So that's how they're balancing that. It will be locked to only those weapons that we can use it on. If anything, though, it's going to give them a hell of a lot more value, you know? All right. Now, the next dungeon race is nigh. It's almost time for the new Sundering Doctrine dungeon race. If you're keen on following the action as fire teams vying to become champions, check on our official race coverage stream in partnership with CB Gray and Evan with the Dungeon Zone stream. We're watching the action live on the day, and there are drops available. There you go, guys. Okay, check it out. The Zone team will be streaming from 7 a.m. Pacific with a pre-show countdown before following the action live from 9 a.m. Pacific until one team emerges victorious. Want some emblems for tuning in or participating? Here's what we got for you. Look at this. You got the Trigonic Amber emblem. Someone was actually zoomed out, right? Look at that. Yeah, it's the pyramid ship. What is this pyramid ship in Mercury? Is this like a teaser for Mercury? Available across Bungie Twitch channels from February the 7th, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific. Available on Evan's Twitch channel and available in small quantities across CB Gray's YouTube and TikTok channels. Cope? I mean, look at it, guys. I mean, that literally looks like the backdrop of the pyramid ship, the Sun and Mercury. Also, the Gloaming Dark emblem, available for all opt-in Twitch channels streaming Destiny 2 Sundering Doctrine Dungeon from February the 7th until February the 11th at 9 a.m. Pacific. That's a pretty fiery emblem.
That's
the
a nice
Heretical
emblem.
Elation emblem. This is a new
That's
Twitch
also a
sub
nice
drop
emblem.
for all opt-in Twitch channels streaming Destiny 2 between February the 7th till March the 4th. Subscribe or gift a sub on Twitch to your favorite opt-in Destiny 2 streamer. On the topic of gifting subs, I would suggest, or even subbing, luckily it goes until March the 4th, so it's not that big of a deal. But for my guys in here, y'all might just want to just hold off on maybe resubbing or something like that. And that way next Friday when we roll into the new dungeon, this will count toward that. And that way you can get essentially like 2 in 1 right there, right? What is this an image of? Is that Zivu? Is this Zivu right here? That's Zivu. That's Oryx. Oryx has 4 eyes. What did I just say? I told y'all he's got 4 eyes.
When it comes to filling a job, there's a stack of documents involved. Whether it's adding business details.
Oh man, never mind. He might be 3. Oh, there's like sometimes there's like a little glow in there in the middle. That's not an eye. That's just some random ass effects. That's straight up 3 eyes. Son of a bitch. All right, trophies for the victors for the winning team of the Sundered Doctrine Dungeon Race. We got something a little special. Our first ever Dungeon Race trophies. All will make sense once you delve into the pyramid. All right. Lord, guys, what am I looking at right now? What is this? What the hell is this? It just says the players' names right here on it right here. Yeah. The high butt plug. It's a circle. Yeah, all right. Destiny 2 Heresy voiceover update. In just a few short days, Destiny 2 Heresy will be going live. With this being our final epilogue entry for the Light and Darkness saga, our teams have been taking great care to deliver delightful narrative beats and story content for players to enjoy. Due to the ongoing SAG after strike, you may have noticed certain voice lines being silent in-game. However, we've enabled subtitles by default for this release to ensure players do not miss any narrative content. Within our gameplay settings, we offer a variety of customization options for subtitles to help with accessibility and general visibility of narrative content. You can alter their size, color, and background, show the speaker's name, and more before the launch of Heresy to prepare for the introductory sequences impacted by this change. Additionally, Heresy activities that have missing voice acting will display a warning before launching those activities. So we're just gonna have like just silence. I mean, look, here's the thing, dude. I get it. You know, before I know it, there's gonna be an AI content creator in Destiny pop up here soon, and man, they're gonna nail it. They're gonna have every bit, every guide is gonna be on point. They're never gonna miss. They're gonna be accurate. Sucks, man. I really hope this doesn't go through though for video games, because you could tell. You could definitely tell when it's AI voice acted. It just doesn't have that character behind it. All right, Fireteam Finder mobile updates. Hi everyone, my name is Lee Anderson and I'm the technical program manager for our web mobile player experiences team. We focus on supporting experiences like Bungie.net, the Bungie and Destiny APIs, and the Destiny 2 companion app. We're excited to share that on February the 4th, right alongside the launch of Destiny 2 Heresy, we're updating the Fireteam Finder experience in the Destiny 2 companion app. Looky there, guys. You can find a Fireteam right there from your phones. Our main goal with these updates is to simplify and speed up how you discover the right Fireteam for you. Dude, you could run to the shitter, lock in a Fireteam, wipe, be back, jump right into the action. Now, what's changing? Better browsing. We're streamlining how you explore new fire teams. Instead of drilling into a single activity category, you can browse all fire teams created across every category from our new landing page. Let's say you only want to run competitive content, or maybe you prefer groups that welcomes newbies. Now you can filter for that in one place and see what's available across any activity type. Bungie, let me just stop you right here. Maybe you prefer groups that welcomes newbies. This is the Destiny community. You're going to have to give us a reason to welcome newbies. I wish people, the love in their heart, would welcome new players and carry them through content. But we need some sort of currency. And a currency that we could turn in. The commendation system for Final Fantasy 14 would be fantastic here. I would be much nicer to the guy I'm running with, teaching him how to do that heroic public event or whatever, if I knew at the end of that, he's going to give me the thumbs up, which is going to give me a currency, which then I could take and go turn it in for maybe, I don't know, an ascendant alloy or shard or something along those lines. Ooh, Bright Dust. Oh my God, can you imagine? Everybody would be so fucking nice. Oh my God. Dude, this community would be instantly the nicest community. Everybody. You need help with that? I got you, brother. Hey, if you want, we could do the activity after this activity. Sure. Yeah, this is how you heroic. Let me help you with your loadout. Dude, if you got Bright Dust at the end of that shit, I'm telling you, man, everybody be lying their ass off, but it doesn't matter because the new players be getting through the content. All right, let's get back to this. Online only versus allow offline. You'll now see every fire team listing regardless of its join setting when browsing. If a fire team is set for online only, you'll need to be in-game to join, but that means you could step away from the game to prepare a snack and find your next fire team while you wait for it to heat up in the microwave. There's a new filter option as well as if you like to see only online only or allow offline fire teams. Interesting. Dude, somebody's going to be driving home from work, loading up and trying to load up into your fire team. You know what I mean? Top level categories for those moments. You do have a general activity type in mind. You can still filter by top level categories like raids, so you can quickly browse all fire teams specifically looking to tackle that content. Okay. Oh, new clan tab. We're also adding a new clan tab that displays any listing created by your fellow clanmates, making it even easier to join up with the people you know best. What about Bungie.net? We're aiming to bring these same improvements over to the web-based Fireteam Finder in the near future, but we didn't want to wait to improve the experience for our app users. We can't wait to see more Guardians team up quickly and easily, whether that's to tear through raid encounters, take on tough seasonal activities, or just have some fun in Crucible. Feel free to let us know what you think once these changes land on February the 4th. Bungie, I'll tell you what I think. Give me a clan hall. How about a clan house? How about more than 100 people in my clan? Okay? All right. We got some Bungie rewards, everybody. Oh my God, a title pin. Hallelujah. A sweatshirt. Some other stuff. More stuff. By Displate. An quantum entanglement. What is this? In addition to all these great items available to earn, you have just a few days left to grab the quantum entanglement emblem, which you'll receive as a gift for making any purchase at the Bungie store. Oh, that's nice. You can also follow the Bungie at Blue Sky. Game to Give is going strong. Sorry about us missing this morning. We'll be back next week at 7 a.m. February the 6th. I would read through all this, guys. I feel like absolute shit right now. We are running a high fever, and I'm ready to just die. I just don't want to do it on stream. Make your calendars for our Game to Give live stream on February the 6th. Oh, really? Oh, they're gonna be streaming on February 6th. Okay. Oh, okay. So I think like as soon as I go offline, we can host them up if we want. Retro Boy Emblem. Oh, that's nice. All right. I think we're good. So Monolithic Memento update. With the release of episode Heresy on February the 4th, we are implementing a fix for the Monolithic Memento from Salvation's Edge. In doing so, we'll be charging how they are awarded. Salvation's Edge and Garden of Salvation Memento acquisition has been changed to the following. Hard wipe completions are no longer required. Only a full clear. Oh my lord. Guaranteed drop at first full clear if it has never been acquired, with a chance to drop on subsequent full clears. Weekly class lockout farmable when featured on rotator. Master mode full clears follow the same rules, however, are farmable at all times with no lockout. A memento has been added to Vault of Glass raid along with the new reward refresh following the above rules. Players who completed the Salvation's Edge raid prior to update 8.2.0 will receive an in-game message letting them know they are eligible to pick up a memento at the Cryptarch. That's nice. All right. Outside of that, guys, we've got some known issues and a final note here from Bungie today. That's everything we have for this week. Only 5 more sleeps until Heresy launches, and we can't lie to you. We are really excited for it. An excitement that feels like hunger, as if something was crawling
Okay, we'll stop that there.
inside and had a...
Fellas, what is the deal with subscriptions overtaking our life? At one time, I had maybe one next Tuesday. Now, we watched it live on stream and we gave our general thoughts. Today, though, is going to be us diving in deeper, breaking down everything that we saw in that live stream. So buckle up, guys. It's going to be a thick one. Now, the stream was hosted by Senior Social Media Manager Andy Salisbury, who was joined by Nico Stevens, the narrative architect, Ryan Harris, the Senior Activity Designer, and DMG, our global community lead. Now, Nico quickly gave us a recap of the narrative, mentioning that we defeated the Witness in the final shape and that there were echoes that flew across Seoul. One went to Maya, who escaped. The next went to Fikril, who did not escape. The third echo is now in the Dreadnought, and that a specific dread chased after it, who we'll be dealing with this episode, along with the Taken and the Hive. Now, the key art for Heresy was shown, with the Dreadnought being the main focus, some tentacles, some enemies. There's also a ghostly image of Oryx peeking over the top of the Dreadnought, which they did confirm that Oryx is back, at least in some capacity, and Echo has something to do with that. And that's where we come in. The Guardians will have to figure out what's going on here, while simultaneously dealing with one of our oldest enemies. Now, narratively, not much more was revealed since Heresy literally starts next week. It was mentioned that some of our old allies are going to be returning, including the likes of Eris Morn, the Drifter, as well as Sloan, who we haven't seen since Season of the Deep. And if you remember then, Sloan had this like taking corruption honor, and she's essentially learned how to hold it back and simultaneously utilize it. The Cope and me hopes that one day we can take enemies. Come on, Bungie. Now, this new thing called the player journey was mentioned, and this is one of Bungie's first steps into shaking up the way the narrative is told in Destiny, which players have been asking for a long time. We'll still have some aspects of returning to a vendor and talking to NPCs, but they are also doing more bespoke, spread out delivery of these story beats. Nico says that we're going to find characters in the middle of a mission at times, and there's also new tech that they don't want to spoil, but will be similar to the holo projector, which almost sounds like our ghost maybe might just spit out this holo projected image of whoever it is that's talking, but essentially it's going to be expanded to be more versatile, and what they're trying to avoid is the same old returning back to the helm, sitting in front of the same holo projector that we've been doing literally now for years. Now, Path of Resolve was also brought up, which we'll be working through during Heresy. Nico explains there is an event that he doesn't want to spoil, but it happens at the beginning of the episode, and this kicks off Sloane's motivation for wanting to teach us her Taken power, and we'll eventually find our way into the Dreadnought. We'll be taking control of some Taken energy and some old Hive magic, and then we're going to be mixing our light and wielding it all together. Now, next up in the stream, we also got to move on to a new activity called the Nether. This is a 3-player activity taking place on the Dreadnought's patrol zones, and it's described as a uniquely different type of activity and was inspired by previous activities like Shattered Realm, the Coil, as well as the Dreadnought patrol spaces from Destiny 1. Now, the zones for this are described as these bubbles, and there's going to be 3 of them, but they're also randomized and varied with randomized encounters, as well as activities and objectives to engage us as we explore. Now, the Nether has some unique modifiers to it. First up, players do not regenerate health, but to compensate for this, we have plus 300 health and plus 75 extra shield. Now, they want our health to feel more like a resource, as they are looking at this activity as a very roguelike experience. Now, the Sandbox team has tuned this activity to make sure that we aren't overpowered, pushing us to now respect that our health no longer regenerates. Now, you can also see in the gameplay of someone using a new strand healing auto rifle, which actually does work, but it takes substantially longer to heal a player than it does in a regular Sandbox. There's also going to be ammo scarcity, so we won't have as much special and heavy ammo, but it was mentioned that there will be ways to get health and ammo drops in the activity. There's also boons that will improve our power over the course of the activity, and we're going to touch on those in just a moment. Now, there's going to be destination materials, urns, pots, destination chests, all of which you can collect throughout the dreadnoughts. Now, destroying the urns and pots will explode into drops of health, ammo, and sometimes boons, as well as revive tokens, as the mode does have revive tokens, giving you yet another resource here that you're going to have to manage. Now, if you're wondering what is the point of all of this, guys, this is literally the setup for Frontiers, in my opinion. Like, when it was pitched to us what Frontiers may be bringing to us, this is kind of what I envisioned. Now, they also talked about how the Dreadnought itself has changed. The skin of the ship has peeled back, revealing bone, and there's new secrets and new pathways to discover. So for my Destiny 1 players, it'll feel familiar, but it's also going to have new and different things about it. Now, the Nether activity has also been separated into 3 modes. There's the Nether Exploration for a more solo type experience, but you can bring a fire team as well. This is more of a patrol-esque experience where you can explore at your own pace. And it was also mentioned that there's still 3 bubbles along with escalating difficulty, but you have way more revives, and there's also damage modifiers for bosses when you're solo, and enemy modifiers so that you aren't being overwhelmed while exploring. Now, if you do get lost, you can pull out your ghosts, who will bring up some objective icons of where you should be going. Now, there's also the match-made version of the Nether, which is on advanced difficulty, which is good for just running this activity to snag the loot. And then there's the expert version for that added difficulty. Now, every time you complete a bubble, there's going to be a checkpoint where you get a chest, with the average runtime for a bubble being between 8 to 12 minutes. Now, you do get the most loot by completing the entire activity as a whole, but there are these checkpoints with chests for those who just want to hop in for a bit. And you've probably taken note that this is very similar to how recent modes have been, things like the Coil, Contest of Elders, etc. But this also takes us to a unique system here called the Boon System. These are upgrades you get throughout the activity that increases your power and abilities. Now, there are 3 different types of boons. There's minor, major, and corrupted boons. Minor boons will provide minor stat increases that incrementally increase your power and stack up to 10. Now, they gave some examples of being able to increase your light damage, increase your darkness damage, increase things like movement speed on kills. And we also got to see one of these in game called Paracausal Health, which reads that it increases the chance for a healing orb to spawn. Of course, in this mode is incredibly valuable. Now, in the stream, they actually got this by defeating an orange bard taken called a Gloam Wanderer, which then brought in Eric Smith, who's the gameplay feature lead, who talked more about the major boons and the gameplay that they're affecting. He compares them to some of the Traveler's Blessing mods that you can get on the Pale Heart. An example he gave is the one where you slide and you can like let out like this solar wave. We actually saw this on stream as well, as that could be selected. It was called Blazing Slide. Now, Eric says there's also a stasis version of this that makes crystals and freezes enemies. Now, some other boons we saw throughout the stream include Apostate's Ward, which reduces damage per piece of episodic armor that's being worn, up to 4 pieces. By the way, let me just say, guys, the armor, especially going into Frontiers, will be extremely important. Bungie is heavily emphasizing these seasonal pieces. Now, Finishing Void was also shown, where finishers grant a Void Grenade, which makes targets volatile. We saw Finishing Strand, where finishers grant a Strand Grenade, which detonates into mini unraveling projectiles. Another was Bolt Charge, which state that while sprinting, you gain stacks of Bolt Charge. Release the charge by damaging a target with your melee abilities. Then we also have Corrupted Boons, which have a positive to them, but also a negative. A few other ones we saw include Paracausal Siphon, which increases elemental damage dealt, but it also drains grenade and class abilities. Overcharge abilities increases class and ability energy regeneration, but reduces super energy regeneration, as well as Paracausal Payloads, which increases kinetic damage dealt, but defeating combatants with kinetic damage drains super energy. So you can see, guys, there's a pro and a con to many of these. Now, another they mentioned, but we didn't actually see, which is one they were calling internally called Glass Cannon, which increases all damage massively, but increases all the damage that you take. I don't know the percentages, guys, and I will say for the most part, I'm not a big fan of like pro and con mods. I didn't like it for like even adept mods. However, everyone hated on Oscillation, which is a modifier for Grandmaster Nightfalls, but I loved it. Yes, you had to jump through a few hoops. You would do less damage if you were dealing damage with the same weapon type, but the moment you would swap to that other weapon type, you would get 200-300% more damage. So depending on the benefits that we get here from some of these boons, they may be well worth the negative effects that come alongside it. Now,
see, the thing is like, I'm one of the few people that really miss match game. A lot of people I know bitched about match game, but I genuinely enjoyed it because it made Hardlight and Dead Messenger and those other ones like viable, or Borealis, or even just fucking rocking Arbalest. Like, it just made you think about your damage a bit more. It made me want to have a damage type of each weapon. You know what I mean?
Now, you can find boons through exploration and when defeating certain enemies. And once randomly during a bubble encounter, you can also select one of 3 boon options. And then again at the end of a bubble when the chest spawns. Then there's also a menu you can go into that shows your active boons, which seems to show that you can only have 5 to 6 major and corrupted boons. And there may also be some strategy involved, as for instance, in a fire team, your teammates can choose different boons. So for instance, you can have like 2 people on like that glass cannon boon, and then another could go for that more defensive / protective boons. Overall, they look interesting, guys. But now this takes us to the loot. Let's circle back to that strand support frame auto rifle called Adamantite. Now, Bungie mentioned that since it is a strand weapon, but it's also a support frame auto rifle, when you actually shoot to heal an ally repeatedly, it will then sprout these little unravel seekers from that ally, which is kind of wild. Not really sure what strand synergies we could pull from this, but it's an interesting touch that Bungie added here. And they also showed some of the perks on the weapon, including the likes of Slice and Subsistence in column 3, Circle of Life and Frenzy in column 4. And they mentioned another perk called Tear, which can also sever targets, allowing for Adamantite here to roll both Slice and Tear together. Now, for a brief frame, I also saw a perk called Reciprocity, which based on its icon, it looks to be healing related, but I was not able to get a look at its perk description. Now, you also may have noticed, yes, there are adept versions of our seasonal weapons. These are called Heretical Arsenal. They visually have a different look to them, similar to shinies during Into the Light. Now, there's multiple traits in each column. We can see an adept range mod inserted. It's also enhanced. And interestingly, it also has 2 origin traits. One being the episodic one called Willing Vessel, which states that dealing damage to defeating targets with this weapon gradually grants increased stability, handling, reload speed, and charge rate. Now, this effect gradually decreases over time, but it's gained more quickly while near allies. Now, the other trait is actually Runneth Over, which is the King's Fall origin trait, which is a solid one by itself. Now, DMG mentioned that there's multiple ways to earn these adept versions, essentially by going into the activity, up in the difficulty, exploring the Dreadnought and looking for them. There's also going to be new fragile mods, which expire at the end of the episode, and that they're supposed to give us pretty insane bonuses. Now, DMG gives an example called Power of Resolve, where rapid hits create these taken seekers, and that supposedly they're good against champions. And it was mentioned that there will be some at launch that can be found through chests and secrets, with more being added with Acts 2 and Acts 3. Now, another weapon they showed was called Psycho Pump. This is an arc aerial denial frame grenade launcher. Now, this one that they showed was non-adept. The roll they showed came with eddy currents and a new perk called Rolling Storm. Final blows grant bolt charge, while amplified, final blows grant additional bolt charge. Now, the theme of these weapons is also really cool, and it goes along with what they've been saying about the Dreadnought. You got the cool glowing skin on it, and then it's peeling back, revealing the bone. But let me just say, guys, just watching this grenade launcher in action, it looks so cool seeing like the arc waves on the ground sparking up. I know a lot of us are looking at Velocity Baton, especially with all the different Void Artifact mods, but this one looks so juicy. Now, they also showed a machine gun called Watchful Eye. They didn't show much of this, but I did catch a few rolls, things like field prep and jolting feedback. We saw an energy pulse rifle in the inventory screen, a fusion rifle in the kinetic slots, as well as a new sword and linear fusion rifle in the heavy slots. We saw palindrome in there, which we already knew about, but it also had one of those redacted perks, which seems to be recycled energy. Now, seasonal rival weapons are also being reprised this episode and will all drop on day 1 of Heresy, so no time gating there. So things like Cold Denial is going to be back. This is a high impact pulse rifle. One of the roles they showed was Tunnel Vision Headseeker with its new origin trait called Paracausal Fluids, which states that you gain bonus handling and mobility when damaging targets with this weapon. Swords gain increased charge rates with this perk active. Whispering Slam, which is a lightweight bow, is also returning to us. The role they showed really wasn't that good as like Pugilist and opening shots, but we also noticed False Promises being present in that kinetic slots, which is a very solid high impact auto rifle. Now, on the topic of our seasonal loot, DMG said they heard the feedback surrounding tonics from last episode, and he went on to say that there's going to be a way to target weapons through the Tome of Want. Now, you won't need to do this a ton of times. You won't have to go through menus like you had to inside of Revenant, where we're constantly having to load up the tonic system when it would run out. But he did mention it isn't necessarily going to be more loot. It's just going to let you target what you want, which I know some of you are like, Cross, dude, the tonic system was bugged. It wasn't even giving us the loot that we were trying to target. I know, which is exactly why everyone's going to be testing everything left and right once we get this episode out. Now, Vault of Glass weapons are also being refreshed with Heresy. They are now craftable with a new origin trait called Time Loss Magazine. Final blows of this weapon grant bonus super energy. When your super expires, this weapon magazine size is doubled for a long duration and reloads from reserves. Now, there's still going to be adept versions that you can earn in the master mode that roll multiple traits per column and can also be enhanced. They showed off Hezen's Vengeance with things like overflow and cluster bombs, as well as bipod and vorpal. Another new perk was shown off on weapons like Fatebringer called Elemental Honing, where dealing unique elemental damage grants this weapon a stacking damage bonus. This bonus is increased for kinetic weapons. No lie, guys, that origin trait looks really good. It's like baked in Thresh, but even better considering you get the magazine size buff. You can imagine on things like Hezen's Vengeance, which is a rocket launcher with, say, bipod, you might be able to hold like an insane amount of rockets when coming out of your super. But this now takes us to the new exotic weapons that are going to be coming this episode. We have Barrow Dyad, which is a Strand submachine gun. Guys, this is the trippiest weapon I've ever seen Bungie make. Look at this thing. It comes with the intrinsic trait Panic Response. This weapon generates blight as it deals damage. While not firing, blight depletes. The magazine is gradually refilled. Reload the weapons to convert stored blight into blight seekers. Now, its other trait is called Taken Divergence. It reads that hitting 3 different targets generates a large amount of blight. Blinded seekers bore through targets. That also reads that this weapon resonates with your choice. Not really sure what that means, but it seems to have a pretty interesting loop of us dealing damage to gain blight and hitting 3 targets to generate that large amount. You then reload to convert the blight into blinded seekers, which you can then shoot out at enemies. And Bungie even mentioned that it can bounce between those enemies. And you can also see the auto reload features pretty nice. Like semi-Actium War Rig here for this SMG. Now, this process of auto reloading the weapon does deplete the blight, but you can do this to avoid reloading so you don't trigger the blinded seekers. Now, the team mentioned this is not a weapon of sorrow, but it's something of a precursor to a weapon of sorrow, but they didn't say more on that. A lot of folks in stream assumed Osseo. Maybe it is. We'll look into the lore of it when we get into the game. Now, it wasn't really mentioned when this weapon's going to be released next episode. They just mentioned that this is a weapon that we can earn, and they mentioned it may have a catalyst and intrinsics to earn, which makes me think this is probably going to be tied to potentially the exotic quests, which is normally like an Act 3 rollout. But at the same time, they didn't say that specifically, and I will say it's kind of odd to be showing us this so early if it is an Act 3 drop. Now, our other new exotic weapon is actually our Season Pass exotic, which is an Arc Trace Rifle. This one is called Lodestar. Now, the most interesting feature about this weapon is that it utilizes primary ammo. Bungie's really like blurring the lines here between our special and primary weapons. But its intrinsic trait is called Starlight Beam. This weapon fires a low intensity arc beam with enhanced stability and accuracy. Now, its other exotic trait is Arc Alignment. Dealing arc damage from any source aligns the battery's coils. When alignment is complete, reload press to disengage the safety and enable hipfire Starlight Beam to apply jolts to any target damage for a short time. Aim down sights to slow the rate at which the battery drains. Now, they mentioned that shooting while aiming down sights is similar to how a pulse rifle shoots. It's a trace rifle, but it's got a burst pattern, but extremely stable. And you can see in the gameplay that while you deal damage, it fills a meter for that arc alignment perk. You then do the special reload. This will allow you to jolt anything that you hit when shooting from the hip. And the final part of the perk that they mentioned is that when you do aim down sights, any arc debuff target that you defeat with this will explode in a blinding explosion. So there's definitely a unique gameplay loop here for this weapon, one of which is going to greatly synergize with our arc classes and especially our artifact mods. I think the only thing that's going to hinder it is that it's a trace rifle. In terms of damage, even our special trace rifles struggle in our current sandbox. So we'll see how this one does. Now, on the topic of exotics, it was also confirmed that there will be no exotic armor pieces for this episode, which is a big bump. This has been a common trend for Bungie in their final season, or in this case, the final episode of the year. The last one has always contained no armor. And the way this has kind of been pitched to us is, would you rather 3 new exotic armor pieces or 3 new aspects, which is actually what they showed us. We're getting 3 new aspects with the launch of this episode. This was actually previewed in the TWAB last week. If you want to check out our preview of this, we covered it already, guys, but essentially we're getting 2 arc aspects, one for Titans and one for Warlocks. We're also getting a Void aspect for our Hunters. Now, some of the new artifact mods were also shown for this upcoming episode, as well as the Tablet of Ruin, which will be our artifact for Heresy. Now, the artifact mods are going to be Arc, Void, and Strand focus. And they actually started with column 5. They showed a mod called Void Flux, which state that defeating weakened targets with a Void weapon applies volatile to nearby targets,
targets. Powerful targets increase the radius of the explosion. They go on to mention that you could pair this with things like Maligned Harvest, which is present in column 4, where rapidly applying volatile causes your next instance of void weapon damage to create a weakening burst. By the way, artifact boosts are back. This one reading that applying weaken provides a small void overshield. So for my Gerfalcon hunters out there, this is going to be a pretty potent combo for you. Now, another column 4 artifact mod that they showed was Horde Shuttle. This is actually an old mod that's making its return. It states that damaging unraveled targets with the weapon occasionally spawns a threadling. Its boost reads that threadling severs targets that they damage. Flashover was another column 4 mod that reads that when you gain maximum bolt charge, you also become amplified. Lightning bolts deal more damage. Another one was Nobel, where rapid glaive melee final blows grants ammo glaives additional ammo. Blocking damage with glaives increases their melee damage to targets. Keep in mind, guys, we're getting a pretty nice glaive buff coming next week. Now, in terms of our anti-champion weapons, we've got piercing sidearms finally making a return. We've got anti-barrier sniper rifles, unstoppable glaive, unstoppable fusion, which is both for normal fusions and linears, and overload machine guns. Now, the most interesting thing here is that these are special and heavy ammo-based anti-champion weapons. Besides the sidearm, considering that most of us are probably using rocket sidearms, yeah, this is like all special and all heavy, which Bungie like never does. Now, moving back over to column 5, one of the best mods Bungie has ever given us is making a return: particle reconstruction. Dealing sustained damage with fusion rifles or linear fusion rifles partially refills the magazine from reserves and grants them bonus damage for a short duration against that target. Now, back in the day, like particle deconstruction day, this used to be a monstrous 40% damage increase at max stacks. I would be very surprised to see it at that level again. What I will say though is that this was an incredibly powerful artifact mod, especially on weapons like Vex Mythic class. Vex is an interesting choice because even though it's a primary weapon, it's still classified as a fusion. Therefore, it will be able to take full advantage of both the anti-champion capabilities this season, as well as particle and the buff that it grants. Now, the last artifact mod that I was able to actually get a screenshot of was Defibrillating Blast. This is also present in column 5, and it reads that stunning a champion grants maximum stacks of bolt charge, and that it triggers an arc bolt that heals you and jolts combatants that it damages. Now, there was also one more that they didn't show, but it looks to be unraveling orbs, which we've had in the past. The icon at least looks very similar. You can actually see in the gameplay too. At one point in the HUD, we saw unraveling rounds being procced, which lines up here. Now, finally, for some other miscellaneous things that they talked about, the new Trials revamp, where it no longer requires flawless in order to get the adept loot and go to the lighthouse. They also showed off the new Warlock Trials armor in game, the next dungeon race for Sunder and Doctrine, which launches February the 7th at reset. This time around, there will only be one singular fire team crowned as the winner, with a trophy that will be awarded to them. And to enter this dungeon, you just gotta be 1995 power. There will be a contest emblem to earn for that first 48 hours of contests. Now, the big thing that everybody was going crazy about was the collaboration Destiny 2 is doing with Star Wars. That's right, fellas. Star Wars collaboration. Bungie's literally pulling everything out to spice things up for the upcoming season. And let me just say, man, everybody in the chat was dogging the whole time watching the stream, nitpicking here and there. But the moment you guys saw Star Wars and the ability to be a damn royal protector or a stormtrooper, every one of you caved. And then they showed the Death Star Ghost Shell, and my God, y'all just lost it. People were like, yo, I'm breaking out my wallet right now. Overall, guys, I thought it was a pretty good stream, man. Heresy is looking to be denser than what we got in Revenant and Echoes, and it should be. This is the episode that will be the ramp up into the annual expansion. It has to be a banger. And it almost seems like they're going to be condensing this episode potentially to 3 months rather than the 4, at least for its content rollout, which I think is going to pave the way for potentially like a Pantheon release, maybe something like similar like Into the Light for the ramp up going into Frontiers. What I will say about this upcoming episode is that the narrative is vitally important. We're diving into the Hive Pantheon. When I saw that Oryx was going to be the bad that we're going to be dealing with, I was a bit let down, as I was hoping this was going to tie into Xivu Wrath. At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Xivu gets her own annual expansion. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.
All right. Oh, is it Datto one? Oh, man.
Mountain views or ocean cruise? Choose your sunshine moment and fly direct to the...
Obviously, we're about to go ahead and are...
Did you watch the whole thing? Okay, so I don't think I'm really missing much here. Alrighty. Ad break's about to drop in about a minute, so I'm gonna let that roll out and then we'll get into some other shit. There was another thing I was gonna look up, which I'm gonna look up while the ad break runs, and then hopefully make some food because I'm fucking hungry. Just need to exotic reworks for here. Let's see.
Another week, boys, and another twab. This week in Destiny, we are talking about many things. With Heresy launching on February the 4th and on January the 28th, 10 a.m. Pacific, to discover what Heresy brings to the table. Everyone watching the live stream on January the 28th on the official Bungie Twitch channel for at least 15 minutes will get these scores. I also wonder if it's at the same. I don't know, man. It's kind of an L. Yeah. All right. Weapons and armor updates for Heresy. Necessary nerfs as well as to the amazing Hump Car Grass. Sealed Hump.
Yes, I love it when the randoms are operators that we need to beat. When the randoms are hot. When the randoms. Listen, English is not It's random season. It's random season. Steve's gonna hit me.
It's fucking cold. Fuck that. And this game and that fucking ruler, that fucking flying prick.
Holy shit. Every single fucking attack is gone.
That's not nice.
Fucking see you. I'm gonna go that motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Oh, you don't suck more. You're really good at drifting, maybe.
Oh my god, I killed this one hit. Are you serious?
I pressed the wrong button.
Oh my god. Fucking beautiful. Shit.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna recap that, but I'm gonna stream it so I can't.
Anyway, guys, I might be. Doom, I might be with the time.
Let me see this.
Left tack!
I am?
No! Yeah!
Oh my god, this is beautiful.
Wow.
Oh yeah? Like I said, 1v1! 1v1! Oh! What the fuck?
Yes, we spoke about this, but we don't have it.
Oh my god. Wait, no, wait. You're the fucking
I'm gonna just wait until I see.
Yes!
Yes!
Fuck it. I can't believe I got that Jaeger.
Go, 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 go! No, no, no!
Fire!
No, go, go, go! Yes,
What a jump! Exactly.
The fucking clock!
Holy shit, it's in my I almost pushed my family away from my high school love. I almost pushed my family away because of that. I have to do a 5-minute impersonation of Batman, so I'm so sorry. Put me in a really dark place, and my family is my head shield. Hey, I got gold too. Journey next here. Yeah, it's like a shadow bag. Cinematic. Little part of the shadow. There we go. That's a glass. I said one fucking word. And the mouse comes back. And when he's sleeping, he's like, gonna slap. Can't even do the impersonation. Jacob, thank you so much for the follow, man.
I'm not getting any hits. So fucking good. No.
He's just moving around.
No.
Can't I see it on my screen? You okay? What? Oh my god, I missed. What? I didn't even sat on me. What the fuck was that move? Whoa! And see how that goes. I can't see him, so. Wow. Can you hear me through Auckland, please?
What is this bullshit? I have punched him 3 times.
That could be our new thing. Diffuse on me. You guys could see the smile. Holy shit.
As you fucking said that, Ashton popped off like fucking 6 or 5 or something. Fucking hell. Here's another one.
You are quite high though, you're just running very slow.
Oh mate. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have I can't wait to go about that. Hello, princess. How does it taste of my bitch? Don't try now. What the? Oh my god, I do 314 damage. Nice. This is gonna be a cinch. Oh my lord. Decimation. Oh my lord, you see how much damage I did?
Holy shit, dude. It is so wild.
Major P.
What's this book you
Yeah, but this strategy is already working out. Like, even for some of the really big
No!
They might. Yeah, Ying went to the door to the right.
JJ, you're playing a bad game here, buddy. I can't teabag with the I don't know what's going on.
Just gonna watch this while we eat, eh? Let it cool down just a little bit.
The amazing Destiny 2 sandbox team, so be right back. Exotic armor, Hunter, Sealed Ahamkar Grass. Sealed Ahamkar Grass has struggled on Hunter due to the large array of alternate reload options that Hunters already had access to. We reworked its behavior to have a bit more exotic flair in terms of playstyle. Okay, reworked with a weapon swapping focus to differentiate it from other Hunter reload exotics. Perk description now reads as follows. Power, melee, and finisher final blows grant Nightmare Fuel, increasing handling and airborne effectiveness. While active, freshly drawn weapons deal additional damage and grant Nightmare Fuel on final blows. Gaining Nightmare Fuel reloads all holstered weapons. So power, melee, and finisher final blows grant you the fuel. And then while active, freshly drawn weapons deal additional damage and grant Nightmare Fuel on final blows. I mean, it really just comes down to how much of a buff that is. And
Bruh, I just got here.
Also, it reloads all holster weapons. Still never gonna get used. I mean, really just comes down to the numbers, guys. Comes down to the numbers. Oh man, Guizen Vest. With the recent roaming super changes, we decided to give this exotic a bit of a tuning to let it shine in this role, as well as giving some utility outside of the super. Now it progresses its super returns on super hits, as well as kills before becoming invisible. Improve the maximum possible super energy gains per return, while also increasing the amount of progress needed for maximum gains. Now also emits a cloud of weakening smoke when you exit invisibility while nearby an enemy. Works both in neutral and while in a super. All right, listen, here's the thing, man. We'll give it a go, but let's just be real. Spectral Blaze's ass, right? I'll try. We'll try. We'll try it. Yet again, this will be like the third buff that's hitting Spectral here. All right, Renewal Grass. Now that Frost Armor is settled in the sandbox, we feel that Renewal Grass can safely be more generous in granting it. Double the rate of Frost Armor gain while in the Enhanced Dustfill Grenade. Very nice. Foe Tracer. While Foe Tracer offers an excellent way to increase one's damage, we found that the benefit is too brief when compared to other alternatives. It is way too brief. Increase the bonus weapon duration from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Thank God. I like Foe Tracer, man. It should have a duration that long. At least 15 seconds. Radiant Dance Machines. Radiant Dance Machines has been reworked to allow the multiple dodge charges that it grants to count as real dodges for the purpose of perks and aspects. The trigger mechanism for granting extra dodges requires more effort to compensate for that, but the overall change is a large increase in strength utility. We've also added some flat benefits to primary weapons that are a real game changer for players who prioritize the gun feel and performance when mobile. So improve airborne effectiveness and hip-fire mobility, range, and accuracy for primary ammo weapons. Look at that, hip-fire mobility. What? Multi-kills with primary ammo weapons refund dodge energy. When dodge energy is full, multi-kills grant extra charges. Powerful commands and guardians count as more than one kill. Interesting. All right. I mean, there's so many weapons we can combine this with, right? You may get to a point where you just never run out of your dodge. You know what I mean? Oh my God, dude. Huckleberry, Kvostov, tons of weapons. Tons of weapons, dude. This is the exotic class item here. Spirit of Galanor, with the ability to regenerate a roamer more quickly than ever. It was quite easy to end up chaining roaming supers back to back and effectively never need to rely on your weapons during activities. So to combat this, we are reducing the capability a little on the armor side, specifically for Silk Strike and Golden Gun. To reduce the maximum amount of energy refunded for Silk Strike and Golden Gun to 30% down from 50%. Okay. And then also for the exotic class item, Spirit of Foe Tracer. Spirit of Foe Tracer has inherited the changes made to Foe Tracer naturally. 15 seconds versus the 10. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, Spirit of Galanor is getting a nerf. I mean, it's probably my most used on the exotic class item for sure. But all right, Titan, Sign Ramparts. Sign Ramparts was last adjusted to account for its problematic dominance in PvP, but that came at the cost of its value across the game. In the current sandbox, we found that many of its downsides can be removed safely in PvE, even with a small buff that gives it in PvP, without introducing those toxic play patterns. So we removed several downsides applied by Assault Barricade to bring it in line with base towering barricade behavior. Cumulatively, these changes result in a towering barricade you could shoot through with no other downsides while Silence is equipped. In PvE, see below. So increase barricade health from 400 to 500, no longer increases barricade cooldown, no longer decreases barricade duration. Further increase damage dealt sign barricades by guardians from 125 to 160% to account for that health. And this results in near identical effect of barricade health in PvP, 2.5% less after these changes. Dude, who is using signs in PvE? Does anyone use signs in PvE? Me, I do. I mean, that's fine. I mean, giving it somewhat of a buff. I'm just surprised. I don't use it in PvE, but to each their own, man. All right, Eternal Warrior. We want Eternal Warrior to be an appealing option in both PvP and PvE for players interested in building into Fist of Havoc. We're giving it increased super duration on Final Blows, a nostalgic effect for long-time players that thematically align with this exotic. Final Blows with Fist of Havoc now grant extended super duration. Okay. Amongst its already other benefits, right? Ursa Furiosa. Our recent changes to Ursa Furiosa.
What are you eating, baby? I just I just ate hot dogs. I literally just made them and just ate them now because I was hungry. I've just finished them now. But yeah, my stomach wasn't feeling good, so I was like, I should eat. Fucking cookie. How's Marvel Rivals gone? I love you.
To integrate it with the unbreakable aspect have yet to encourage significant use.
Was good? You're not playing anymore? Fuck, I am full and sweating now. Das needed to go. Okay. What is he gonna do now? Like, I mean, what are you gonna do now? Oh my lord.
So we want to lean further into supporting Unbreakable by changing the energy returned by blocking with Unbreakable to be grenade energy. So blocking damage with Unbreakable now returns grenade energy instead of super energy. Grenade energy is returned at the end of Unbreakable and is scaled based on the amount of damage you block with it. Interesting. I'm assuming that's going to probably apply to the class item. I don't know, man. It just depends how much energy you get back. I mean, if you could do back-to-back grenades, that'd be pretty good. Might be kind of busted. Capri's Horn. Capri's Horn is getting a glow up. Back grenades.
Not that I've used Unbreakable with Ursa yet. That I'd prefer super energy over grenades, but I'm gonna keep watching my show. Nice, baby. Enjoy your show.
Scale based on the amount of damage you block with it. Interesting. I'm assuming that's going to probably apply to the class item. I don't know, man. It just depends how much energy you get back. I mean, if you could do back-to-back grenades, that'd be pretty good. Might be kind of busted. Capri's Horn. Capri's Horn is getting a glow up. It will still cause your barricade to emit waves of damage.
I love you more. Wait. I love you more.
Damaging stolen energy, but with this update, they have been significantly enhanced. Now sends out 3 waves of flame instead of just 1. These waves no longer return toward the barricade. They only travel outwards once. Tracking on the waves has been enhanced. Combatant damage by these waves are enveloped in a sunspot. Players are enveloped if they are defeated. Now it requires a solar super to be equipped to create the flame waves from the barricade. Okay, so it's a double whammy for sure. But right there, hold on. They're enveloped in a sunspot, and then players are enveloped if they are defeated. Okay, I don't know, man. Like, so right here, it says the tracking and the waves have been enhanced. But to counter this, it only travels outwards once. So I'm wondering, like, how much damage it does. Yeah, it's a combination of a pullback and a buff. But again, this is going to require us to test. And insurmountable.
I don't know if I like that. I'm 50-50 on that change.
Skull Fork. As difficulty goes up, Skull Fork can feel overly punishing when you fail to land the final blow its perk demands. To alleviate this issue, we are extending its effect to grant partial refunds from any melee attack to help rebuild that crucial momentum. Now grants energy to arc melee abilities when hitting targets with a melee attack. Amount granted varies based on the melee use. From most to least energy granted, power melees, non-glaive unpowered melees while knockout is active, and unpowered melees including glaives. Okay? Given what we've already seen with the new arc aspects and stuff, and the arc kit that we're going to be getting next episode, Insurmountable is going to be nuts, dude. It's going to be nuts, man. It really is going to be meta. We actually have like 3 builds we're going to be putting out here soon that are going to be arc builds. If you're a fan of arc, we'll be putting that out probably in the next week, but it's arc builds that we think are going to just pop the hell off. Stoicism, Spirit of the Bear. It inherited the same change as Ursa Furiosa. Spirit of the Horn. Spirit of the Horn has inherited the changes made to Capri's Horn. On Thruster, Spirit of the Horn will now emit 4 waves in an X pattern. What? Hold on. The hell is that? It's so random. You know, I mean, does that mean the Spirit version is better? I guess it'd be good if you're like, yeah, okay. So like if you're like surrounded, immediately thrust, and then boom, you hit everything. Because thrusting is just immediate. I know. It's just thruster, but still. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Might be good. I don't know. All right, Warlock, Storm Dancer's Brace. Much like Spirit of Galanor, we wanted to tune back how much return energy was given for roaming supers via exotics. To compensate, we wanted to give Storm Dancer's Brace a little love, and the potency granted the Storm Dance while you are in super. So double the damage benefit per stack of ascending amplitude, up to 20% per stack from 10%. Now also reduces the cost of Ionic Blink during super by 50%. Reduce the max amount of energy refunded to 30%, down from 50%. All right, so you're getting more damage, but less super energy back. Okay. That's going to be I mean, think about it. That's per stack, guys. I mean, you're going to be doing double the damage. I'll take it. I got to get 20% more. I get the 30% back. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Hands on, whatever. Feels like Cross doesn't like the swab. What do you want me to be? Oh my god. Oh my god! Warlock's got a buff! Geomax stabilizers. Part of the charm of Geomax stabilizers was lost when sprinting to get super was removed due to PvP issues. With the introduction of Bolt Charge to the Art Kit, there was an opportunity to bring this experience back without breaking PvP. Added a new perk. Sprinting while near max Bolt Charge will top it off. Oh my lord. Starts at 6 stacks of Bolt Charge. Re-enable VFX where the boost spark while sprinting near max Bolt Charge. Increase super energy gain from Ionic Traces to 7% from 2%. What? My god. Dude, that's gonna be nuts. I already feel like I get my super back really fast anyways with Ionic Traces. Ah, damn. Better break out Cold Heart. Gonna cook, dude. Geomax is the play, man. All right, Seeking Filaments and Spirit of the Filaments. Ever since anti-champion capabilities were expanded to work with elemental verbs inherently, Seeking Filaments have felt like an exotic lost to the flow of time. Giving it a satisfying loot felt like a nice way to give the perk some love for both the base exotic and the spirit counterpart. Now it gives class ability energy per kill while Devour.
It's really pretty outside at the moment. If I could take the camera outside, I'd show you. It's really cool. Oh, hey, Pack. How you doing?
It's active. Just pretty much at all times. I mean, that means you just literally just sitting there perpetually forever. Just keep popping a rift sound over and over. And then even outside of it, you can keep Devour up. Speaker Sight paired with Ember Benevolence allowed Warlocks to earn a massive amount of ability energy via the healing turrets, even if they and their fire team were at full health. Speaker's Sight impact should be rooted in the actual healing of injured guardians. So we are making a change to how the healing turret selects its target. So healing turret no longer targets allies at full health. Allies need some damage done to their shields to be eligible targets. There we go, baby. There we go. Honestly, I think you're gonna be fine. Like, look, hold on. It is a nerf. It is a nerf. Right. Warlocks right now that have no thumbs. They're like, what do I do? What do I do now? Without my healing turret, my job, my one and only job is gone. Listen, in harder content, when you're taking damage very, very often, you'll be just fine, man. I honestly feel like you'll get Speaker Sight and Ember Benevolence to proc just as often. You'll be fine. You know what I mean? Just play harder content. Obviously, you're playing high level content. That's not going to be as useful. No free orbs. That's the main thing. Yeah. Now, Verity's Brow and Spirit of the Verity. The Death Throws buff is quite potent, but it's easy to let it run out and lose all your grenade benefit. We have updated this exotic to bring it in line with how the similar Titan exotic Worm God Caress works. Stacks of Death Throws are now represented by a meter that decays backwards through each tier rather than falling off entirely then when the duration elapses. So again, just like Worm God Caress, which is really, really good, because what that means is like most of the time you're at 3 stacks, right? You work your way up to 4 and 5. You got that slow drain, but it allows for way more ease of use. Now uses a meter to track death throws, new duration per tier, 8 seconds on the first, 7 seconds, 6, so it does a countdown, right? And then 5 only lasts for 4 seconds. Now, when one tier's duration elapses, the buff will downgrade to the next lower tier rather than expiring entirely. So again, it's not, you don't lose the entire buff. It drops to 4, 3, 2, right? Under that same duration. Now, bonus grenade recharge per tier times 1.5% per second. Oh, wow. 1% at times 2, all the way up to 2.5% per second at times 5. Okay. Damn. All right. That's nice. I mean, look. Obviously, you're gonna need you be utilizing other things, Kickstart or whatever else, right, to top you off. But that's still very, very nice. 2.5% per second. Just take all that into account. I mean, maintaining times 5 won't be that difficult. And you've got it on the exotic class item. All right, exotic class item shared perks. Spirit of Verity. Spirit of Verity. The above changes extend to the exotic class item version as well. On top of this, we are also giving some more of the base exotic to the Spirit of version to help players build into grenades on Prismatic. So gain bonus grenade recharge rate, but provides 50% of the base Verity Browse exotic. Gain bonus grenade recharge rate, but provides 50% of the base Verity's Browse exotic. Like in terms of damage, like 50% in terms of damage and recharge rates. Look at the tweets. What do you want me to be? Oh my God. Oh my God. Warlock's got a buff. God damn it, dude. Oh my God. That's gonna get clipped out of context. You know that? People are gonna be like, see, he is a Warlock main. Spirit now grants you recharge rate like normal Verities, but half the amount. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, weapons. Global. Aim assist. Destiny's various aim assists out some quickly aimed for a short time. You're ready. The results in our play. Target for a short time while bagging your some next. So look, what that mean? So this is perfect for us. I love this. I see you. You're looking
What is this? Aim assistance. Destiny's various aim systems are found away. Ah, that will be nice. That will be nice.
Looking at me, and then your aim jerks just slightly. And that gives me the opening that I need to 3-tap that ass. However, what's supposed to happen now is your reticle won't be dragged. And now you'll be able to maintain your...
Good. Holy shit. I play on controller, and half the time it makes me want to switch to mouse and keyboard, even though I suck at mouse and keyboard. The fucking drag where I'm aiming at an enemy and then their teammate runs past them, and it's just like...
You're dueling with into this debate all day long.
Why is it taking them this long to implement it though? I mean, it is Bungie after all.
Oh man, let me just say, I could take a nat chop about your unfair world on controller. Okay, weapon archetypes and subfamilies, competition and needed majors. All 1.5 in the game, man. 10 versus bosses controller play, and then I didn't mean it, man. I mean, I like it. You know, you get in weapon type, baseline. With these changes, that longer range aim assist registration increases the baseline of backside running around. Dude, takes away 3/4 of the melee combo deals. If it's the final hit, if you're supposed to hit under double damage, holy shit, you still able to do it, right? No, really? If you block cancel, you still perform the combo. We'll figure out a workaround for this. This is gonna be huge for the 3 people using Glaze. Les, I don't want to hear this. Remember that time you talked all that about Winter Bite, and then it turned out it did a shit ton of damage. Block combo is only the 1-2-1-2. We'll figure out a way around it. I'd aggressive. See what they say about this. Only one aggressive frame fusion rifle exists within the game to date. Legendary. Coriolis Force, issued back in Beyond Light. We like to give the subfamily a bit more love to try to sell its unique charge spread shot gameplay with a complete rework. The original fired its pellets all at once, so its recoil felt increasingly 4 meters. I think the main thing is you got minors and majors by 50% relative to normal fusions. Okay. I mean, dude, maybe it's good. I think the main thing is minor.
Okay.
Minors and like my slime waist under pressure Coriolis is about to eat really good. I still don't think it's gonna be good in PvP. So like a legendary bastion, right? But horizontal. It's a horizontal spread, which made it previously bad. But if there's a way to manage the burst into different groups of enemies, it'd be good. No, dude, it's not gonna be good in PvP. I guarantee you, this is still gonna be terrible in PvP. I will lick someone's ass. I will lick DMG's ass if aggressive frame fusion rifles are meta in PvP. There ain't no way, man. They are terrible, and this change is only gonna make it worse. It's only gonna make it worse because now it's burst fire. Now it's burst fire. So now you're gonna have to wait for it to fully get out. Also, how is this gonna affect the exotic delicate tomb? Actually, I don't even know. I don't know if it will. I support frame auto rifles. We like to support more properties of space for future another guardian. Okay. I mean, shipped particularly.
Reduce PV detonation, reduce PV impact. Damn, they're really nerfing them sidearms, huh?
Potent. While weapons with your and champion tier targets with direct hits, PV increase PV impact damage by 100%. Wait, that's the smaller of the 2 numbers, though, right? How much of a buff that really is? You know what I mean? Reduce damage, body shot damage. Wait, Buried Bloodline's getting all of these changes, right? Rely a lot harder. All first in the hands of range do Bungie. Oh my! I think this is gonna do. Think that's you can. I don't know. It's not bad. You just man getting around the up. Units caught a number of changes to its efficacy since then.
Okay, here we go. Picking up a bounty tag now grants 1 ammo to the mag. Triggering lingering sight by picking up a bounty tag at 6. Okay. Delicate Tomb, increase the chance to make ionic trace, increase PvE damage, remove the timer. Darcy. Hits with personal assistant, grant you new overall weapon. Yeah.
But now it's just going to be nuts. All right, Darcy. Darcy has long struggled to compete with its exotic brethren. So we're taking a stab at building a niche for it in a fire team the way Gallahorn and Ergosum have found for the respective weapon types. This new catalyst should give you an edge up in encounters where snipers may not previously have been viable. So added a new catalyst perk, networked targeting. Hits with personal assistant active grants you and nearby allies improved overall weapon performance and precision damage with non-exotic sniper rifles. Improves recoil, flinch, target acquisition, handling, and precision damage. Stacks up to 5 times. Darcy also gets this buff itself. Darcy user also gets a plus 15% damage after granting 5 stacks to a teammate. Okay, so it's gonna be like the Gallahorn for sniper rifles. Literally, G-Horn sniper might be good, man. The question is
cool.
who's using snipers? I mean, look, I use snipers. Let me take that back, man. I mean, it's like supremacy and stuff like that. Rapid fires. I use them. I would take advantage of this. Yeah, dude, Darcy supremacy spam. No, see right there. Cloud Strike meta, calm yourself. Hold up. Let us look at the fine print together, my friend. Non-exotic sniper rifles. There you go. All right, edge of action, edge of concurrence.
Anytime, like, I swear to God, the amount of people that look at something like that, like Gallahorn or this Darcy thing, and are like, exotic snipers are gonna, exotic this, exotic rockets are gonna go ham, they work. Fucking Two-Tail Fox works with Gallahorn. That's not how that works, bro. That'd be too overpowered. Like, calm your shit.
Edge of intent. The classic.
Oh, yeah, we don't need to say about the exotic lives. Centrifuge. Did message a highlight in Borealis. Okay. I might want to listen to this.
And repositioning. But as it stands, the magazine is just a tad restrictive and let 5. Okay. All right, Dead Messenger, Hardline, and Borealis. We're revisiting the exotic perk, the fundamentals, to modernize it a bit. Elemental keywords such as Restoration and Volatile become a part of Destiny 2's modern fundamentals. The stat bonus based on current elements has been removed in favor of a damage bonus when you apply or receive an elemental keyword matching the current element. We're also giving a small stat bump to Borealis since some high skill PvP players have taken a liking to its current stat offerings. So the fundamentals, new effect, grants a 30% damage buff, 10% in PvP, to this weapon for 10 seconds when you apply or receive an elemental keyword that matches the currently selected damage type of this weapon. Removed effect no longer grants different stats based on the current elements. Hold up. Grants a 30% damage buff, 10% in PvP to the weapon for 10 seconds when you apply or receive an elemental keyword that matches the currently selected damage type of this weapon. So, okay, let me understand this quickly. If I'm rocking hard lights, I'm on Hunter, okay? I swap it to Solar and I proc Radiance. Am I going to get the 10% buff and the 15% buff or Restoration? That's kind of wild. The main thing is you don't have to do anything. You really don't have to work to get to that. All right, Borealis only. Increased stability by 20 and aim assist by 10 to permanently granted the Void Elemental bonus that will no longer have access to, since Borealis is a sleeper pick in PvP. This bonus was selected over Arc since there are more ways to gain handling. Okay, I'm a little confused by this. Who needed more stability on Borealis? I don't care. I mean, the aim assist is nice. I'll take the handling all day long. Me? How about you don't miss your fucking shot? You don't have to go for the second one. I want to be able to look. Unless I'm just aiming and just staying in my lane. How about some more handling? Oh, stability reduces flinch, nerd. How much? How much does that actually help? Oh, yeah. Look. Just don't get fucking hit. I don't know what to say, man. I'm just saying I prefer handling. I don't think I've ever had a sniper rifle. Hold up. No, for real. Are you guys really speccing stability on your sniper rifles? You don't even snipe? Brother, I'm gonna snipe. You know what? Right after this, I'm gonna go snipe. You know what? Get an eggplant bet right now. Can we land 3 snipes inside of comp right after this? I'm a snipe right after this. I can see a lot of big talkers, man. Yes, I haven't used a sniper rifle in a long time because I don't have to. I've got fusion rifles. Those are better snipers anyways. 3 snipes. Can we land 3 snipes? You can't snipe? Oh my God. Then let me see some 2s next to that name. I got a lot of doubters here. Let me see the 2s. All right, Telesto. Overall, Telesto is a solid weapon, but it lacks a solid high point in its power fantasy and does not interface with build crafting much. Additionally, the weapon has a unique and dual identity as a weapon associated with the Woken Harbingers in universe and associated with a storied history of Telesto-specific bugs in our community. With that in mind, we gave it a buff that embraces both aspects and tied them together in a single deeply self-referential package. How do you buff Telesto? Make it more Telesto. Oh, this shit's gonna break the game, man. Telesto Harbinger's Pulse now only refills Telesto's ammo from reserves instead of Telesto in your kinetic slot weapon. Now triggers with any void final blow. Final blow requirements increase from 2 to 3. However, Telesto final blows count double. In other words, will trigger from 2 Telesto final blows, 1 Telesto final blow plus 1 other void final blow, or 3 other void final blows. Multi-kill timer increased from 2 seconds to 4.5 seconds. Okay, and its catalyst, new perk, Harbinger's Seeth. After 3 activations of Harbinger's Pulse, special reload the weapon to cause a rain of Telesto projectiles on your next direct hit. Okay, now that might be nuts. How many we talking? This is gonna break the game. Yeah. Is it season mod cross? How many is that? Always 7. Okay. Oh, so 7 on top of which. That was really good still. All right, Excalibur. With the buffs last season to void overshield's effectiveness, it seemed like the weapon could use a few tweaks to take maximum advantage and emphasize the Paladin Protector fantasy with its area overshield. We made it easier to generate guard energy at PvE when wading through enemies and quicker to apply overshield to your allies. As weapon made to hunt and kill the Vex, we figured this was also a good opportunity to reinforce this theme as well. So trigger Perpetual Loophole by scoring a melee kill while your overshield is active. Now also refills your glaive energy to full. Slightly increased void overshield trickle on rate to nearby allies and yourself when guarding. Increases the potency of Excalibur's secret innate advantages against the Vex. Excalibur's secret damage bonus when striking with its projectile against a certain enemy faction has been increased from 10% to 25% to match the Wishender and Malfeasance. Excalibur now briefly disorients non-boss Vex with its melee attack. That's actually really nice right here. Hold on, the disorient effect? Pretty good, dude. Pretty good. I mean, you disorient, they can't even hit you back. I like Excalibur, man. I mainly only use it in PvP, but I like it. I have Warcliffe Coil. Warcliffe Coil is a classic weapon that is easy to use, but lacks a niche and a lot of content. We wanted to double down on the Thematic Chaos with a tie-in with the new art keyword Bolt Charge, which Warcliffe Coil will grant stacks of to all nearby allies when fired. This change should appeal to players who want to bring more firepower to their team without needing a game plan more complex than stand near allies, look at enemies, pull trigger. So new intrinsic effect grants 1 stack of Bolt Charge to all nearby allies for every 2 rockets fired, 4 stacks per trigger pull. Oh, wow. How many stacks do we need for a discharge? Need 10 for the discharge? Okay. The main thing is with it having Bolt Charge, there's a lot of benefits that we can stack there with the changes coming to Titan. You know what I mean? All right, now Queenbreaker. One of the most requested features for this weapon was to be able to special reload to swap between the scopes while in game. We've added that functionality along with some other changes to make each scope firing mode feel unique. So players can special reload at any time to swap between scopes. Marksman Sight retains the...
I'm glad that this is coming up because I wanted to use Queenbreaker at some point for one of the raid challenges that I've been doing. But with this will be very interesting.
The previous behavior of firing a single shot that changed nearby.
I've already seen a Queensbreaker stuff. Let's keep going here.
Enemy tiers except many too much 15%. Okay. The Legend of
Acrius. 4 Horsemen.
Acrius middle of our range in PvP weapon. We made some changes. Loads ammo from
Lord of Wolves getting some love again.
The mastery of test of Choir of 1. We've taken a similar approach to remove reload, reduce win here to actually loop, creating a devastating charge. Abilities are the only.
Okay. I'm really playing into this bolt charge stuff.
Way to discharge builds Stormbringer's perk. Rapid precision hits create a lightning storm at the point of impact and grants a stack of bolt charge. Added behavior to charge. Now Thunderlord. Since Cloud Strike, we're done great at Storm's key. Lightning strikes. There you go, fellas. Behind its elemental brethren since its initial release. We've rounds. The stabilizing rounds has been a bit behind its elemental brethren since its initial release. We've given it a bit of love to narrow that gap and add some more value to each trigger. Now grants volatile rounds for 2 seconds if any targets are hit by the volatile burst from the initial final blow. Also reduce the internal cooldown from 4 seconds to 1.5 seconds. Dude, that's huge. That's freaking huge, man. Holy hell. I hope y'all been saving some of your destabilizing round rolls. Full court. Ain't no way, man. With the release and popularity of area denial grenade launchers, we've been back and added support for them on this perk. now scales the detonation burn damage of aerial denied grenade launchers. We got full court on an aerial denial grenade launcher. Oh, they just spoiled. All right, fellas, we're getting the aerial denial grenade launcher with full court. I don't know, it might be good. Be easy to proc. All right, Ambitious Assassin, remove the time requirements of the perk to make it more comparable to Ambitious Assassin, as this perk requires you to use ammo for the weapon. This perk, what the Warframe? Void Rocket Assisted Sidearms, third column strategist, Feeding Frenzy, well-rounded, shoot to loot, beak.
Wait here. Void rocketed assisted sidearm. Bro, these rocketed assisted sidearms are... I want one of each. I think I have a stasis one and a strand one and an arc one so far. Oh, and a solar one. I just need a void one. Yeah, I got stasis. Damn. Okay. I've also, after trying bait and switch and Garden of Salvation, I'm wanting to change up some perks on my rockets and go for, or like other weapons to go for bait and switch if it's an option.
You can round pallet collar, payload, how? And redact, strand aggressive rocket launcher. Impulse amplifier, ambitious assassin, discord, danger zone, overflow, fourth column, chain reaction, explosive light, redacted, bipod, cluster bomb, quick draw, lasting impression, adrenaline junkie, reverberation, desperate measures, high ground, and hatchling. Discord on a rocket? Dude, hold on. Discord and hatchling. Or Discord and bipod. It's going to be a rocket ad clear. All right, gamut, backfang, arc, rapid fire glaive, third column, impulse amplifier, beacon rounds, redacted, grave robber, movable object, tilting at windmills, shot swap, steady hands, replenishing Aegis, field prep, weapon, first pulse rifle, third column, closing time, demolitionist, dragonfly, killing wind, leaving soon. To make room for some of these new weapons, others have found their respective vendors. Their adept versions won't be available and you won't get to buy. And Lethal 5 is a rallying together the life soul to improve the well-nation. Its emblem. That's fine. Nice. Literally the game to give there. Nice. The game to give 2025 Sparrow preview. Oh, wow. It looks like some out of Borderlands, man, right? But that's not all. The Emblem Vault is back, giving you a chance to snag some returning fan favorites from past campaigns. There's something for everyone, whether you're a collector or we hit our date. I think it's January the 30th. It's a fundraiser during the campaign.
Some pretty cool shit.
And for those Guardians who have been with us from the beginning, the time has finally come to reap the rewards of your generosity. Lifetime donation rewards are here. $250, $777, $1,500. Ah, damn. Good looking emblems, man. Good looking emblems. And keep in mind, guys, these things, this is charity. Okay. I don't want you to like, you can, oh, wow. Wow, this shit going to Pete's new garage is for charity. Now, how to get involved supporting Game to Give is easy and impactful. You can donate here. Yep. Tune in your favorite streamers. They're going live. There's a number of them going live, guys. We'll share it our date, but feel free to jump into any of them. We'll have a post on this more later as well. Make it big. Got your eye on one of a kind ghosts or signed poster from Bungie Store's 10th anniversary art show. Now is your chance to own a piece of history. You can actually head to Game to Give auction to bid on your favorites. Spread the word and mark your calendars. Good stuff, man. All right, the Los Angeles wildfires. Our hearts are broken as we continue to watch the wildfire devastation inflicted upon Los Angeles. We all know someone who's been impacted, whether it be a colleague, a friend, or a fellow Destiny player. We invite you all to support two incredible nonprofits who are dedicating themselves to meeting both the acute and long-term needs of the LA community, California Fire Foundation and Direct Relief. In collaboration with Bungie's Eric Littlejohn, Marketing Associate Creative Director, and the Destiny 2 Icons team, we are launching an exclusive shirt and emblem bundle on Game to Give campaign page, available for pre-order today. That looks good, man. That looks really good. Because of the pre-order, we do not yet know the exact profit per order due to variable manufacturing costs. However, we are committing to make a minimum donation of $15 per order, split equally between the two organizations. The bundle will be available for $50, including shirt, emblem, and flat rate shipping worldwide. This bundle will be available for pre-order through Sunday, February the 9th. Shipping details will be shared with all customers once they are available. All right, now strengthen numbers. Every donation, every stream watch, and every moment shared makes a difference. So what are you waiting for, Guardians? Let's light up the darkness to show the world what it means to be a Lightkeeper. Our latest Bungie rewards is here. Barons have been slayed and Guardians have risen and victorious. So how about we commemorate your dominion over Fickrel and Scorn with something extremely cool you can hang on your wall. Introducing our latest Bungie reward displays, now available in the Bungie store. To unlock this offer, you need to claim the Risen and Fallen Triumph by completing the quest for all acts of episode revenants. The displays are pretty cool, man. Hold on. Get them for like animes. Get them for like games. I got this one for like Chainsaw Man. They're nice, dude. And they're better. All right, more Skorgan tunes. Okay. New emblem for nothing against these guys. I just, this has been a New emblems for your creations. After a long run with Bell Epoch, and 24 FPS as our Artist of the Week and Movie of the Week emblems, respectively, it's time for something new. When Heresy launches, we will have new emblems for our weekly Art of the Week and Movie of the Week winners. Check them below.
Okay, I think we'll stop that there.
Artist of the Week.
Okay, I need to go to Bungie.net. So that's basically all that we need to know about what's going on with Bungie at the moment and all the updates and shit that I've missed while I was away. Can I log in, please? Destiny 2, there we go. I've got to log in again. Woo. So the first thing I want to do while I log in is claim the seasonal stuff. Where we got here? Claim digital rewards. Do I have any digital rewards? I doubt it. Oh, a powerful engram. Sweet, I'll take it. Now where is the fucking season pass progress? Can we look at the previous season? Here we go. Did I finish the previous season? I feel like I didn't, but it says I did. Anywho, I'm gonna claim these deep sight harmonizers. If your inventory is full, or go to your postmaster. Is that what it said? Oh, well, I didn't know that. Fuck. I probably could have claimed these ages ago. Oh, right. No, I think I did finish the season pass, but I didn't... I didn't get all the... I didn't get the Bright Dust bundle. Just want to make sure I got it all. I want it all, and I want it now. Wow, now, now, now. Wow, now, now, now. Wow, now, now, now. Wow, now, 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 now. I think I might have claimed everything, but it says 9 that I haven't claimed. I imagine they're probably on the other classes. As far as I can see, let's have a quick peek. Ah, okay. Pretty sure I've already claimed these. Yeah. 9 total unclaimed. Let's have a quick skim through to see and make sure I got everything. Let's put some music on. It's awfully quiet, eh? I mean, the stream's kind of almost over already. We're at 1 hour and 54 minutes. No, you don't get, yeah, you don't get harmonizers per. Oh no, I think it's just a harmonizer doing it 3 times. Let's just refresh. It's a weird thingy where it's like you've got 3 harmonizers on each character. So no, you don't. Yeah, there we go. It's done. I did see Pack donated 200 bits 3 days ago. I didn't do the donation. I didn't do the dance because I was streaming Marvel Rivals. And I didn't want to interrupt the gameplay flow. So I'll do those 3 now. I don't know if he's watching or if he's lurking, but I'll do them now. I saw him in the chat earlier. Is the Pack lurking? No, he's not. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait for Pack. Next time I see Pack, I'll owe him some dances. Okay. I'm probably logged out now. Yeah, I've been returned to the title screen because I've been inactive. I'm going to turn on performance mode. Log back into the game. I've added some new songs to this playlist, so they might get taken down. I don't know. The whole point of this playlist, like this playlist I've made, with the question mark for a non-copyright question mark, is if they're copyrighted or not. Right. What we're gonna do with this little bit of time that we have left is I'm gonna run through Vow to get the chest again. I don't think I have any glimmer. I have a little bit of glimmer, so I can get a couple bounties. Have I finished the season pass? I think I have, right? Yeah. Alright, so now I'm gonna start bounty prepping. With like 2 days left. Today and tomorrow. But fuck it. How many more seasonal challenges do I need to do to get the bundle? Oh, I'm quite a ways away. I don't know if I'll have time to do it all. I'm probably going to miss out on this Bright Dust bundle too. But I mean, I've got 17,000 at the moment, which is not bad. Okay, and my Guardian's broke. Fusion rifle, submachine gun, grenade launcher. Fusion rifle, submachine gun, grenade launcher. Okay, let's see here. Sounds so nice. I've been missing catalysts for 3 weapons I've got catalyst for that I have not been touching. Okay, so and what was the other one? Submachine gun, right? Yeah, submachine gun. Do I have myself a stasis submachine gun? I do. What we got here? Perpetual motion, kill clip. Perpetual motion and headstone. Okay. Let's go. How many new songs did I add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You added about like 40 new songs. And they're all really nice racing songs, in my opinion. Fuck, I can't wait to stream some more Forza. Holy shit. I remember when I was streaming Forza Horizon 2, I was like, when is this shit gonna be over? Another rewards party, all this crap. But man, I miss it. I miss it now. And the fact that it didn't get voted for, I'm kind of sad for those 2 votings that have been. But there is another one that you can vote for. This will be for my Twitch affiliate anniversary in July, I think. Once that one's closed, then I'll open up the Halloween one. If you want to know which ones are open and which ones are closed, it's in my Discord. In the voting section, I think. Might do it. Might do Garden of Salvation tomorrow. In all honesty.
I am not your vanguard and I give no orders, only a warning. The pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered. This one was not left for you to find. You were not guided to it, not beckoned. This domain belongs to a dark entity, unknown in power. It seeks domination of the throne world. Your presence within will be most
Welcome, children of light. Drown in the deep, or rise from it.
I'm not hitting her at all, am I? Yeah, I didn't think I was. Get more. Come on. I just need to focus Savathun. Alright, come here, Savathun. God damn, so annoying. Actually, is there any... Fuck, no. Oh, there's one out in the distance there. Fuck you. God fucking damn. Y'all are fucking annoying. Fuck off. Piece of shit. Charge time on this is ass. God, you wily little fucks. You fucking little cunts. Fuck, that was a bad grenade thrower. Oh fuck, that was all of them. Fucking sniper at the back. Oh, I gotta speak with Banshee. Where the fuck am I? Oh, awesome. All the way back here. Oh boy, it's just gonna be... I'm gonna die a lot. Or not. Out of the other fusion rifles I have, that one is got to be the worst. This one here is going to be the worst. Unless I can make it nice. At the moment, trash. Fuck out of here, you sniper fuck. Yeah, fuck yourselves. Woo! I still need to get fucking Kavostov and a bunch of other shit. Okay. I can go see Banshee, let's do that. Wait, why did I claim them? Fuck. Bounty prep. That's just habit, bro. I'm so bad at that shit. I guess I just want the materials for Banshee. That's probably why.
You don't look too banged up. Done and done.
Pardon me, Jesus Christ.
We'll be watching.
Okay. Actually, I'm curious. Isn't there a mod that decreases the charge time? Dude's breathing in my ear. You will. Ugh. Holy shit. It's very fitting it's got Ikora on it though. Mind you, it does has Demolitionist on it. It does has. What the fuck English is it? It does have a. But like, just need to be a bit more mindful of that. I forgot that there was a perk on it. I've barely played my other characters this season. I feel like I've barely done anything. Pardon me. Weapons are taking a while to transfer. I did I know. There we go. I don't think the submachine gun worked. There we go. Mind you, though, I don't technically have to claim them because I can still get the materials later. Yeah, I need to fucking try stop myself from claiming bounties. Watch me still do it anyway, but I want to try not do it.
Guardians, I am not your vanguard and I give no orders, only a warning. The pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered. This one was not left for you to find. You were not guided to it, not beckoned. This domain belongs to a dark entity, unknown in power. It seeks domination of the throne world. Your presence within will be most
Welcome, children of light. Drown in the deep, or rise from it.
You elusive bitch. I fucking hate her so much. Fuck you, Savathun. Fuck you, bitch. Fucking little bitch is running away. Motherfucker. Is my turret up there not doing fucking anything? Oh, well, I didn't throw it way over there. What kind of horseshit is this? I'm gonna die. Fucking pervading darkness, man. How am I not lost it yet? Hurry up, bro. Fucking shit takes forever, bro. Alright, just for you, you fucking cunt. Why does it keep going in that direction? When can I get a little buckler shield, huh? Oh my god, bro. What? Fuck out of here with that. Oh, you fucking share now, cunt. Fuck you. Fuck out of here, bro. out of here. Oh god. Bro, I was away from that. Fuck out of here. Oh my god, bro. Ugh. Always ass every time doing this. Yeah, I got quite a bit there. I'll just leave those. You know me inside out, and you know me inside out. Oh, 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 and you inside out. And you know me inside out. Can't do that high. Like, I probably could, I just can't be fucked. I'm gonna defeat 400 targets to complete this catalyst. I think I can still do the Revenant stuff once Heresy comes out. If I want to catch up. I need to do a bit of catch up, honestly. I've been doing these 30-day things, but I feel like I've been getting, like, nothing done. God damn, no.
Guardians, I am not your vanguard and I give no orders, only a warning. The pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered. This one was not left for you to find. You were not guided to it, not beckoned. This domain belongs to a dark entity, unknown in power. It seeks domination of the throne world. Your presence within will be most
Welcome, children of light. Drown in the deep.
Oh God.
From it.
Who you message? What are you talking about? I was fucking looking at... I was scrolling through fucking, like, TikTok and shit. I actually jumped into Messenger to see if, like, you were gonna, like, if you had messaged me, because sometimes the message notifications don't pop up. So I did jump on Facebook Messenger and then I switched to TikTok. Die, bitch. Fuck. Die! Ah, damn. Your jokes are so funny, Balbal. So funny. Shadows, my girlfriend likes to joke around like she's a psychopathic girlfriend. And obsessive. And super jealous. She's like, I'm a comedian. It's funny, no? Okay, I will forgive you. Fuck's sakes. Yeah. You're welcome. Oh my god, bro. I'm surprised you're still watching me. I thought you were watching the show. Yeah. No, why'd I throw that there? Oh my god, bro. Ugh, I already got it, motherfucker. Aha! Serpentine. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Fuck you all! God damn. Half watch my show, half watch you. Aww, I'm glad I'm put next to your show. It's special. Guys, I'm special. My girlfriend watches me as well as your show. When I thought she would just turn me off and just watch your show. I'm special. Oh my god, bro! I'm doing well, thanks. I thought I pressed enter. LOL, Razor. How long ago was your message, Broski? Oh my lord. Solo Val GG. Ah! No! What? How? Killed by the architects? Suck my dick! There's no way I died from... Fuck off. What's on the menu? Well, if you had missed it already, I reacted to the stuff coming to Heresy, and I'm just getting the chest, the starting bow chest on all 3 characters to get some spoils for using my deep sight harmonizers. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm overflowing, never mind. But I might save them for Salvation's Edge, maybe? I don't know. I haven't really decided. How did I not get that one? Ugh. Be cooler if you did. Be cooler if you did. I'm trying to message my friend, you assholes. This little cunt that comes out of nowhere. Fuck you. I'm cooked. These Wraith cunts are just too overpowered, bro. Fucking hell, bro. I think I could only do the first encounter solo. I doubt I could do more than the first encounter. Nor is there a reward or a desire to do that though. Like, I don't know why people, I mean, to each their own, but I don't know why people fucking solo raids. It's like, you don't get anything from it. Like, just bragging rights. Ooh, bragging rights. Ooh. Fucking piss off. Like, oh, I did it without any friends. Ooh. It's like, I don't know, for me it's just like a weird flex but okay type thing. I don't think, whoa, that's cool. I'm like, alright, weird flex. No worth the pain? No. I mean, farming this chest is already fucking pulling me through it. Already driving me through the ringer. I think I got a tear in my eye. I feel like the king of... It's an Eminem song reference. I show for the moon, but I'm too busy gazing at the stars. I feel amazing and I'm not afraid. How you doing, Sarvi? To take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand. We'll walk this world together through the storm. What? Ever weather. Give me that heavy ammo. I'm good, you? Doing great. Doing great, man. Feeling ecstatic. Out of here, bro. Oh my god, these fucking scorn. Fuck out of here, bro. Can you piss off? I'm gonna die to pervading darkness. Stop meleeing and fucking throw your knives, man. Oh, the lunge is annoying, bruh. Fuck you, Scorn, bruh. Fuck. You know, just because I can. Fuck you. Keen for the new season to see what happens. Frontiers. Yeah, for sure, man. Honestly, I agree. I agree. The last chance to get these? No, it's not. Don't lie. There's no way it's the last time to get them. Fucking lies. I do like these taken, not the ghost, but the ship and the sparrow. Pretty nice. Fucking liars. All the helmets look the same. What the fuck is this? They're just all the same? Really? Nah, that can't be right, right? My catalyst progress with this cunt. Only 43%. Oh my god, this is such a grind. Well, unfortunately, I'd love to keep playing, but I have to end the stream here. I got work tomorrow, and it's almost 10:30. So thank you all so much for stopping by. Don't forget to follow if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to support me. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys at the later today tomorrow. Hope you all have a good day and night. Don't forget, you can vote for the game I'll play for my Twitch affiliate anniversary right there. !TAS. If you want to buy some merch, there's a link to some merch stores there. If you want to vote for the next main playthrough, there's a link there to vote. If you want to support me, there's a link there to donate. Feel free to join the Discord. We'll see you all in the next one. Kakite.